All right, I'm the Flat Rate Master. Today we're talking about why your shop can't find good technician. You're probably not going to like some of the answers. We're generally going to be talking about larger populations, relatively good-sized communities, because, well, that makes a huge difference in finding technicians. But in all the groups I'm in with shop owners, recurring comment is, I can't find good technicians. I can't find good technicians. Why can't I find good technicians? I did a video a while ago about the ads you need to post to find good technicians. I'll put the link up there. Talk about some of the things that shop owners want in technicians. They want them to show up on time. That seems pretty easy, but you'd be surprised. They want them to do good quality work. They want them to diagnose cars correctly and be efficient. Not really super hard as long as you're hiring for the skill you need and you correctly assign tickets to them. It shouldn't be a huge problem, except it is. There is a skill problem in this industry. I've made a video about that too. But the fact is that, yes, there's a lot of technicians out there that think they're way better than they are. And there is a lot of technicians that don't realize how good they are. Your job as a shop owner is to headhunt the second group of guys, but pay them well. That's one of the keys to getting good technicians, is you have to pay them well. Now I'm going to use this shop as an example, but I can give you hundreds of technicians that I've worked with over the years that I without a doubt would call good technician. We recently hired another technician to replace a technician we had to let go, not because he did bad work, but his two problems was showing up on time and being efficient. This is a high volume shop and we just can't have a technician that struggles to bill 30 hours a week, not because there's not enough work, but because he can't get through it fast enough. The two big reasons he got let go is because of those. He was consistently late, and not by 5 minutes, I'm talking an hour. And two, it was hard to assign him work because it was 4:30 and he was checking out his third car of the day. And there were 2-hour tickets each and nothing real spectacular. And it wasn't like he was, it just was he's not suited for this kind of environment. His replacement, however, has been early and been knocking it out of the park on getting cars looked at, getting them diagnosed properly, and repairing them. And that's my point, is finding good technicians is not really that hard if you're willing to pay them and give them benefits. Now you're going to have to look through a whole lot of BS, bad candidates, straight up, no way around it. You're going to have to throw a lot of resumes in the trash. But they're out there. You just have to find them, or they have to find you. The reputation of this shop in Atlanta is well known. We are known as one of the best shops in Atlanta to work at. It's a very small shop as far as, there's way bigger shops in the country than us. But because of how we pay, how we operate, it's not hard to find technicians. Sometimes there's a swing and a miss on a technician hire and you got to let them go or they leave. It's a matter of you got to sit there and sort through all the BS and find the good candidates, go through a good interview process, and you'll find them. There's tons of good technicians out there in every kind of skill level you need. You just have to find them, from the beginning guys to the upper echelon guys. And this advice goes to the small town shops in, where the labor market is way smaller, is if you can't find good experienced technicians, grow your own. Find a young kid who's willing to learn, who's conscientious, who wants to be there, wants to do this, shows up on time, and teach him how you want cars repaired. It's not hard. I've done it for years. When I say I've done it for years, I don't mean just this shop. I have always, in every shop I've ever worked at that had younger technicians that didn't have my experience, I've always tried to encourage them to learn and grow as a technician, to find ways to solve their own problems, to diagnose that car they can't figure out. It's something I've always enjoyed doing in this industry because, well, yes, I'm always training my replacement, but without young technicians to carry on, who's going to fix cars? I know I'm going to get comments about the technician labor shortage, and yes, there is a labor shortage. Doesn't mean you have to be affected by it. Here's the key. There's good technicians out there. You have to pay them enough to come work for you and keep them happy. And you have to keep them happy in your shop. By that I mean don't feed them. I'm not talking about that kind of stuff. I'm talking about don't have a horrible atmosphere. Keep it fun, keep it light. Don't have the service writers breathing down everybody's throats every 10 minutes about a car. If you've got a good working environment, you pay them well, you will have good technicians. That's kind of how it works. Going back to this shop, my boss has made some really good decisions on hiring, me, and some really bad decisions, a couple meth heads. Just FYI, meth heads interview really well when they're broke because they ain't got no meth. When they are, they suck. Both the meth heads we had payday, they did not show up. One example, literally every car he worked on came back. Several with damage. Another one we had, he had one huge comeback that actually never left. But anyway, but on the other side of it, he's hired a lot of great technicians over the years. Andrew, who's now a shop foreman down in South Georgia. Great technician. He does what I do now. Cool dude, fun to hang out with, and just a, rock star of a technician. If he wanted to move back to Atlanta, he doesn't. I would immediately want to hire him back, no lie. Bam Bam. Bam Bam, young kid when he came here. He's aged considerably. Kid now and, shop foreman downstairs. He came in here, ready to rock and roll, and he took to learning from me, Andrew, and anybody else he could, and he became a shop foreman. He was just a kid when he came here, Cole, who's now working on, Porsches, came here as a lube tech. Me and Bam Bam trained him as much as we could, sent him off into the world to California. His decision, not ours. He would immediately be hired back. We've had a lot of good technicians come through here. Some left because of attitude reasons. Others left for more personal reasons, like Andrew. We've had a lot of very good talent here, and we currently have a great team that just kicks it. I got Billy next to me knocking it out every day. He's one of my best diag guys. I got Paul knocking it out of the park, diagging like crazy. He just bought a new launch scan tool scope, by the way. Josh coming along. He rocks and rolls on R&R, and then the new guy seems to be handling his own quite well. And Craig, in the corner, knocking out cars left and right. All do really good work. You know, downstairs, Bam Bam has Daniel and he has Aaron that used to be upstairs. Well, all of them used to be upstairs, but they're downstairs kicking butt down there. All good technicians. Us getting this team, was it easy? No. Finding good talent in any industry, automotive, doctors, lawyers, whatever it is, finding good talent is hard and it takes money. I know I've said this many times in this video, but that is the fact of the matter. You want good talent, you have to pay for it. You want a dumb idiot that's going to screw stuff up? Don't pay anything. Give a simple example. I had a Hyundai Sonata the other day, oil pan leaking like a sieve, brand new oil pan, multiple threads on the oil pan screwed up. You know, to fix it, I had to use helicoils and longer bolts and etc. just to fix what they just screwed up. Yes, customer paid me for it. Yes, they had to pay extra for the damages. Luckily, I was able to save it, but my point of that is you want a technician that's going to go in and fix all that, or do you want a technician that's going to do all that? You want me working on your cars, not that guy. If you want good quality help, you have to pay for it. I know this was extremely preachy to the shop owners and shop managers out there, but that's the fact. You want good help, you can't cheap out. And for those shop owners that are out of touch with reality, wages have gone up. You're not getting a good technician for $15 an hour. Period. So as always, thanks for watching. I am the Flat Rate Master.